You can't prepare for a bull to come out of nowhere where you're sitting there in traffic. Or maybe you can. Maybe Travelers know something about that. I got Chris Hayes, AVP Risk Control at Travelers. Chris, how do you prepare for that?
That is a good one. I've not seen that before, so I don't know exactly how to respond to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either. Well, welcome back to the show. You've been on here before, but for those who haven't caught you, what does an AVP risk controller do at a place like Travelers?
I mostly go on shows like this.
Yeah.
What I do is I'm the head of our risk control organization for transportation and for workers' compensation. So I consult with customers, I do research, I mostly work with our staff to make sure they understand why people get hurt, why crashes happen, and hopefully how to reduce that.
Well, one of the reasons that crashes happen, as any truck driver can tell you, looking down at everyone, they even put police in semi trucks so they can see people, is distracted driving. There's too many people on cell phones, iPads, even like the center consoles. It drives me, like, I don't understand why audio manufacturers are doing this. Like, we ban cell phone use, then we're just putting giant iPads on the side of the car with no tactical buttons on here. Is distracted driving a major issue right now? And is it getting worse? It seems like it is to me, just anecdotally being on the road.
Yes, it's getting much worse. We've been doing something called the Risk Index for distracted driving for a number of years now, and we ask 1,000 people, tell us what you're driving, and tell us, the things that you do while you're driving. And there's things we never would have considered the first few years we did it that are just becoming commonplace. The one that always gets us is shopping online while driving is becoming increasingly common. I think last time we did the study, it was 28% of people admitted to shopping while driving. So the amount of distractions out there definitely is real. It's not just technology, though. It's also people who are stressed, people who are tired, substance use, emotional distraction was something we saw. 76% of people in our study said, I have been distracted because I'm emotionally invested in something. And if there was ever a good argument why hands-free cell phone use is not a really good idea, that's it. Because if you're wrapped up in that conversation, you will blow past that exit, and you might miss the brake lights lighting up in front of you.
Yeah, somebody yell, we're out of dish soap, everything's super dirty. So like your next thought is to go on Amazon. The next thing you know, you're shopping for Dawn on there, and then you crash into a family or something. Is that the main cause? Is it cell phones? Is that like the thing that's getting everybody?
It's hard to say what the one cause is. Cell phones definitely don't help. The traffic density is getting very high again. There's just a lot of people who are, right after the pandemic started, there was a big drop in road density. I'm sure everyone listening to this saw that. Less people on the road. People felt free to drive maybe faster, maybe a little more distracted, maybe not using their signals. And it's shown in a number of studies that habit has just continued as the pandemic has wound down, as traffic has got to the point where it is now.
Wow. Well, other than tech, what is distracting drivers? It's really just those physical factors, those stress factors people are experiencing, those lingering thoughts to go get a Prime deal.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing that it's not just a phone call. It's looking at your phone, using it for shopping, taking pictures, taking video, texting, checking email. There's definitely a component of people who used to work at office all the time. Right? A lot of us don't do that anymore. I'm working from home today myself. And that idea that I'm not at work, but still I should be able to take that phone call. And if my boss calls, even though I'm in the car taking kids someplace, I still have to respond. I mean, that's a real thing as well. And I think that's, in addition to the traffic density, in addition to everything else, that's also increasing the risk out there. What's really amazing about this is it's increasing our risk on the road as a whole. I've been doing this for about 25 years, 20 years for Travelers, and these stats on annual fatalities has gone up so dramatically since the pandemic started. So right now we are estimated by the National Safety Council to hit 46,000 fatalities for 2022, and who knows what this year is going to be like.
That's sort of crazy to hear that they're getting worse. I mean, I get it, though. I mean, distracted driving is a big issue, but here's a problem. The distracted drivers probably are not paying attention to us right now. They're too busy reordering things on Amazon. So what can those of us who aren't distracted, who are paying attention or are on the road with these distracted drivers do to protect ourselves?
Yeah, it's really a message for a trucking audience because you look at the average person in a car. I don't think I can call them four-wheelers anymore, but I certainly used to in the earlier stages of my career. They drive 5, 6, 10,000 miles a year. That is not the same as a commercial truck driver. Right? If you're doing 100,000 miles a year, you have a different skill set. You have a different awareness, and I think it's imperative that you think about that and think about the community you've got on the road. If you've got 10 times the amount of experience driving and all those miles, and you've seen all those things happening to you, you can guess and you can see who's going to be who's distracted and who's weaving around the road, and think about how am I going to interact around them. As I think about commercial truck drivers, professional drivers, that's really the thing to consider is that your experience does matter, and your experience can help those people on the road make it through their day.
Wow. Well, anything else that we should know about distracted driving? It's getting weird out there. You're starting to have like autonomous cars, and you got people who are like autonomous because they're looking at their phone and not paying attention. There's a lot to be mindful of.
There is a lot to be mindful of. And if you look at the near future, there's a lot of discussion about autonomous vehicles. I've been hearing, I know autonomous vehicles are right around the corner for about 15 years.
Yeah.
I would say like the cars are not going to drive themselves soon. Cars will help you and trucks will help you. And we're talking all the time about ADAS, automatic systems that will help you drive. But really the most important safety feature in any vehicle is you. It's the driver, and automatic braking, lane departure warnings, fatigue monitoring, everything that's in that vehicle to help you is there to help you, not replace you. So every decision you make on the roadway contributes to that risk on the road. So be careful, be safe for your sake, for your family's sake, for my sake, because I share the roads with you.
Amen. Hey, a little cowbell for that, Chris. Thank you so much. Go check out travelers.com. When you're not driving, when you are parked, don't go shopping behind the wheel, and maybe we can improve some distracted driving today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Take it easy.